Thor is exiled and forced to live amongst the humans. A punishment that anybody who's ridden mass transit can no doubt sympathize with. But it occurs to me, Thor is cast out from heaven, Hellboy from hell, Superman's from a dead planet. That certainly seems like we have a lot of rejects for our superheroes, doesn't it? Maybe the Statue of Liberty should be amended to say, give me you're tired, you're poor, you're mighty and invincible.
Is Natalie Portman in this?
It's a movie, isn't it?
She's looking off to me a little bit, maybe it's just me.
No, Paul, it's not just you. If movies have taught us one thing, it's that they never lie. And the films of Natalie Portman are telling us a potentially troubling tale. Hi, I'm Dr. Haku Matani, the movie guy's resident medical expert.
Doctor,
and doctor.
Never gets old, does it?
So, Doctor, is Natalie Portman sick?
Not exactly, but she does seem to be suffering from overexposure. And when a celebrity suffers from overexposure, we all suffer, don't we?
Overexposure?
Yes, Adam, overexposure. It's an ailment that can strike anyone, anytime, but is usually found in what we refer to as young Hollywood, and can be devastating to an actor's career. You remember Haley Joel Osment. My point exactly.
Could this be happening to Natalie Portman?
It's hard to tell. The symptoms of overexposure affect celebrities in different ways. For example, Jack Black and Mike Cera became caricatures of themselves, whereas Seth Rogen got really skinny and weird looking. Lindsay Lohan got really skinny and hot. I like him thin.
Well, how can a celebrity tell, how do they become overexposed? Is it like sharing needles, unprotected sex, dirty toilet seats?
Paul, those are just myths. It could be anything, really. A hilariously amusing drug addiction like with Charlie Sheen. Or in this case, an Oscar win. Anything that attracts hordes of media attention for prolonged periods of time. And if the host celebrity becomes infected with a Billy Bush or a Nancy O'Dell, well, they'll develop what we refer to as full-blown overexposure.
You spoke of warning signs. What are they?
Yes, Paul, I did. Let's take Natalie, for example. The fact that I feel comfortable referring to her by her first name, that's a sign. She's been in 5 films in 5 months. That's a sign. Everything about her, her pregnancy, her love life, her eating habits, are common public knowledge. Oh, did you hear that she went off her vegan diet during the pregnancy for the baby?
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, that's a sign.
Oh, wow. So is this contagious? How do I know if I'm overexposed?
Well, Paul, you're not. But if you're curious, there is an exam you can do in the privacy and comfort of your own home. Now, before or after shower time, what you would do, actually, ladies and gentlemen, if you would follow along, this is a simple exam. Boys, Paul, Adams, this is what you do. You put your hand over your head. This is really easy. You take the first 2 fingers of your right hand, put it under your left breast, and make a small circular motion.
How does this help?
It doesn't. I just wanted to see that. I'm a doctor!
So, is she a goner, Doc?
Not exactly. She hasn't become a brand or a type yet. That's what ruined Meg Ryan's career. That and her creepy Joker lips. Plus, Natalie I had nothing to do with those lips. And Natalie seems to be taking on plenty of fluid, so that's a good thing.
Is there anything she can do to reverse the effects of the disease?
Well, she needs to not have her picture taken for the next 9 or 10 months, at least during the pregnancy. And then, of course, refrain from naming the child anything too clever, like weed or finger bang or People magazine. In essence, she has to keep her head down. But not literally, because a sex tape would be the worst thing she could do right now. There is no vaccine against overexposure, but there is one known cure: starting a band.
Oh, a band?
Yes, it's like penicillin for overexposure. It did wonders for Keanu Reeves, Billy Bob Thornton, and Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson had a band?
My point exactly.
So, how can a celebrity find out that they're no longer overexposed?
Well, if they find themselves at the baggage carousel waiting for their luggage, and TMZ is the only media outlet to approach them for comment, well, you can rest assured the rest of the world has already lost interest.
Well, thank you for your insights, Doctor. I'm sure we're all going to be keeping a very close eye on America's sweetheart to see how she handles this.
But not too close an eye, huh?
Dr. Haku Matani, everybody.